Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is the Woodridge Parents Podcast, episode number 21.
Ooh, 21 is fun.
21 is fun. Okay, here we go. We're starting like that again. Huh?
I am.
My name is Daniel Staley. This is my beautiful and lovely wife, Kelly.
Hi.
And we are the hosts of the Woodridge Parents Podcast. Hi, how are you?
I'm actually in a really good mood today. I don't know why.
Yeah?
Usually sometimes I can be a little bit, but I'm in a very
I
good.
agree.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we had a good morning today. You know, we
did.
You know, very nice and calm, nothing crazy. You know, got ourselves together. You know, good. Had coffee. You know.
Yeah, I went to 9 a.m. no-gi Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
Which was fun with Professor Ray.
Yes.
And we did a little drilling, and then we did a little shark tank at the end, which is one person goes in the middle of the mat, and then they have to fight each person consecutively for like a minute.
Now, wait a second. Does that mean like 1-on-1 or is it like 1-on-4? If there's like 4 people there.
1-on-1.
Oh,
This isn't the gorilla question.
No. Because the thing is, I have done that before then because that makes sense to me now.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, and that was each person went against that person in the middle one time.
Okay, that makes sense now.
And then I had to leave. I leave a little early. It's 9 to 10:30, but I leave at 10, so I get in the shower. Yeah, I get in the shower so I can make it back to church on time.
Yes.
So I actually asked to go earlier. I could have just skidded out there.
Yeah,
and it was good. Got
That's
a lot of good fighters there. Again, I'm not great at no-gi, and especially I'm not great on the ground.
I've never tried the no-gi. I'll be honest. I'm kind of nervous about no-gi. I've not done no-gi yet.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's a lot like wrestling and stuff
How
like
do
that.
you like do grips? You can't do grips. You just do like around the neck.
Like around the neck and grab the hands, and you gotta. Yeah, I'm not super great at it.
Yeah, so. I don't like that. I like the gi.
Ex-wrestlers can kind of give us more tips on no-gi, but yeah, it's.
Yeah.
We did standing for a little bit, so like I did okay in that. Mm-hmm. And we just drilled a lot, some open guard, but it was good. Got a nice burn in. Then we took a shower at the dojo, and I got dressed and came back for church, which is our first topic, which was the blue mass for today.
It was very nice.
Yes, it was. The Assumption Parish does a blue mass for all the law enforcement and emergency workers. Fire, EMS, and so forth, and it was really nice. There was a lot of Woodridge people. All the cops were there, dressed up in their dress blues, I guess is what you call them.
Yeah, that's what you call them. Yeah.
We had shout out Ronnie Phillips playing the bagpipe. He was pretty good.
Very good.
We got a lot of good content in there. Our boys got to hold up some signs for the police and the fire department outside, so we got some good pictures on that.
Yes.
Should be in the Woodridge newsletter.
They were very excited.
I was planning on telling that media guy who works for Woodridge that when he puts us in the newspaper to put the hosts of the Woodridge Parents Podcast and their children. I didn't say that though, so we'll see. We'll see what they what caption they actually put in there. But the boys looked great.
Yeah.
Everything was nice. The mass was really nice.
It was nice.
Sarlo cracked some jokes on the stage, which was funny.
I was like, oh boy. Yeah.
But it was sweet. It was a really nice time for recognition and prayer for all the people who protect us.
Yeah. People don't understand like really like how much goes on behind the scenes that cops and firefighters and like, you know, all the emergency services do. They just see them riding around like either their police cars or whatever, but they don't understand actually like what happens like behind. I don't want to say behind closed doors, but like behind when real emergencies actually happen, like the steps that they have to do and take in order to keep our town safe. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Shout out to the police. And you know, it's if you don't get in trouble that much, then you definitely don't see them working or anything like that. You know,
I mean, like
tickets and stuff like that is one thing, but I'm pretty sure, I'm not exactly sure on this, but I'm pretty sure most of the arrests, or I guess arrests, but many of the arrests and tickets happen on Route 17 here. Okay. Because people are kind of traveling in and out of town, so they get caught up in 17. So
absolutely.
But yeah, it was very nice. They do that each year. I think this was the 9th annual.
I think they said they started in 2017. Yeah. That's what.
I'm pretty sure they said 9th annual.
Okay.
So that wouldn't be 17. That would be 16.
16. Do you want to know what? Okay. Yeah. That sounds about right.
We're high-level mathematicians here in this family.
Listen.
Although I I did get the highest score in the EWT in 8th grade.
We're not
in
going to talk
reading.
about my SAT scores.
Reading.
but,
Shout
you know,
out
I'm
to
good.
Anthony, who got the high score in math, and shout out to, I believe, Tayuda Malbakari, who got the
How do you remember
highest
this?
score in writing. We only had 69 kids in
Oh,
class.
that's
so
true.
I
Okay, never
remember.
mind.
Although, like, from time to time, like, they talk about, like, kids get brought up, and I'm like, who?
Mm-hmm.
Like, very rarely, but there have been times where I kind of forgot people that we went to school with. Sorry, those people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was happy for the boys that got their little pictures taken, and they were
Yes.
super
Like
excited.
a lot of people took their pictures.
Yeah, I know.
And even when you were in the church, we had two other officers take pictures with the boys, and I actually was taking them for them. So it was very, very nice.
Well, that'll probably be the cover photo for this video. So that'll be
Probably,
nice.
yeah.
Anything else in regards to the officers?
Not really. I mean, I was very happy that they were recognized, and you know,
There were a
I'm
lot of people
thankful
there.
for
The sheriff
everything
was
they do.
there. Prosecutor Marcella was there.
Yeah,
A lot of people from town. So it was pretty packed.
it's good
That
to
was nice.
show support.
Yeah, absolutely. The boys go down to their little, Daniel so far, Johnny soon enough, but goes to his little children's
Liturgy. Yeah, he didn't do the gritty this time on the
No,
way down.
usually
Thank
he
goodness.
does the gritty coming up to the stage, or
And I was
some
like,
sort of
what's he
sprint and weird walk,
Yeah,
of which he usually gets like a round of applause
he
of some sort
does. I
for.
don't know why.
That kid, man, he is not shy.
No, he's not.
I mean, if I was as handsome as he is, I wouldn't be shy either.
John's not shy either, but he does get a little. I mean, he likes to kind of blend into what Danny's doing. Like Danny likes to
Yes.
take like center stage, and John is like he's kind of wants to like be cool with his brother.
Yeah, that is.
But I told John
100%
next
true.
time that we do the like next time they have the children's liturgy, he is able to go.
Right.
So he is 5 now, so we can do that.
All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. I guess that would be a good transition into one topic that's going on in town, which are the Woodridge Police Department safety sticks. These safety sticks are the little poles that have cameras in them that are by the yellow marked lines on the street. And they give tickets to people who are parked in the yellow. I received a ticket.
Yes, I know.
So that was great. Let's see. This is actually from a couple weeks ago, the article, but Woodridge's new parking enforcement efforts have started along with 2 main roadways in the borough. Safety sticks have been installed at various locations to combat the ongoing parking and traffic issues. The sticks are installed in the borough's business district on Hackensack Street and Valley Boulevard. The sticks take a picture of vehicles parked in a no parking zone for longer than 60 seconds. The picture is transmitted to the Woodridge Police Department, who will issue a ticket and mail it to the vehicle's owner. So
You should be following the rules.
I mean, we have addressed me and rule following plenty of times. Plenty of times. I am not a big fan of following the rules, but you know, the only thing that I would say, and this used to be a thing by the bagel store in Carlstadt. There's
Okay.
like the yellow
Yes.
lines, people park on it all the time.
Yeah.
And then eventually they put up those like flexible, like stick cone things. Like, so you can't park there.
Yes.
I find those more appealing because I can't park there.
Okay.
If it's open, I'm going to park there.
So it's like an
I
obstruction.
honestly-
You can't go
yeah,
in there.
I honestly don't even remember parking in the yellow. Obviously I did, but like, it seems like it's a spot.
But if it's yellow, how is it a spot?
Well, because I didn't really pay attention to
Exactly.
it. Well,
Well,
I mean, you know, but whose fault is that though?
I don't know. The person that parks in the place you're not supposed to be parking.
Yeah, I suppose that you're right, Kelly.
But what are you doing?
I wanted to make sure that we were actually recording so we didn't have to do this over again. Good. Okay, we are recording. It's good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Vehicles illegally parked in yellow curves near corners obstruct traffic sight lines, which is a safety hazard for motorists making turns and for pedestrians crossing streets. Vehicles illegally parked in yellow curves on side streets also obstruct the two-way flow on the streets. Yeah, I don't know. They will monitor business districts to take enforcement action against motorists who perform U-turn, speed, or engage in unsafe parking. Not for nothing. I make U-turns on the boulevard all the time.
I actually do that too sometimes.
And I'm not crossing the yellow line, obviously, but I was under the assumption, and officers, please correct me if need be, that like by CVS, like if it's a turn, you can turn and then turn again, and then you're on the street. Nice and easy. I mean, the people coming at you still have to basically do the same thing. Okay. You're not like they see you turning, so you got to stop. And if I just continue turning, it's not a big deal. You know.
Okay.
So, you know, I get it, but I guess it's going to eventually stop people from parking there, but I just wish they would just put up the cones. Yeah,
well, I mean,
if they're not supposed to be there, then put up the cones. You can't park there.
I agree.
Because then they're going to say, well, if the fire truck's got to park there or whatever. Well, that's, you know, that's not a fire lane. Fire truck's blocking these things too.
I don't know.
And actually, I saw a TikTok that's been churning up about a parking enforcement lady who gave a cop a ticket.
What?
Like he's parked in a bad spot, and the cop in the video, like you just see his body cam footage, but he's like holding a coffee in his hand.
Oh, really?
So you're like, wait a second, because he's gone. Well, I'm on official police business. Like, oh yeah, well, carrying a coffee, just hanging out. Like, is that how you do police business? And I don't know actually what happened so far. I guess we'll eventually find out. But I kind of sided with the lady. Like the cop was parked in a no parking spot. He did not have his lights on. Car was off. And it seemed like he was out getting coffee. So, I mean, that's kind of an interesting question. Like, can a cop get a ticket if they're not technically doing, you know, something
I mean, listen, for all the stuff that they have to do, if they park in that type of situation, I really don't think you should be getting a ticket. I really don't.
Oh, I mean...
I don't.
Are they allowed to do so or are they not? Because I think I shouldn't get a ticket either for all the nice things I do. If they're not allowed to, they should be the first ones to abide by the letter of the law. I'm
actually surprised that whoever was the parking enforcement person actually gave the ticket. No. I'm saying I'm surprised they actually gave the ticket because they don't know like what the cop was doing. Or was this after they saw? The person was saying that you have to have your lights on at minimum, which is, I believe, is true. You can't just park the cop car. Like, do you think a cop can park in the handicap spot? No.
Okay, so what's the difference?
No, I agree. I agree with not parking in the handicap spot, but again, like I don't know about the yellow. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just surprised that
if you're unable to park there, it's either a yes or a no.
I understand that, but I mean, I'm actually surprised that whoever the parking enforcement person was, I would actually give like the car a ticket because I mean, it's only going to start problems for that person.
Maybe that person doesn't care.
I know, but I mean,
and you could if they're doing their job correctly, then why And it seemed like it was like a city. So like they might not know each other, could be. No, I don't think they knew each other.
No, I get that. But again, like just have some common, like, because the parking enforcement is a division of the police department.
Well, say the cop really was just getting coffee.
Okay.
Should he be able to park in the yellow?
It would be honestly safer him to park in the yellow than having to park down the street in case he gets a call.
I mean, you could just wait.
You could just wait. You're right. I think it all has different. I think there's going to be a lot of different opinions on that matter. But
sure,
I don't know.
Should have if they don't have to wait, should they park in the handicap spot?
Well, no. I know.
If they're parking in the yellow, as it's read right here, that's dangerous for motorists and pedestrians.
True.
Well, then there we have it. Cop was wrong. Get a ticket. I mean, that wasn't a local thing, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I'm curious. We'll see how the Woodridge PD safety sticks work out. I also I still have to. I have that ticket. I still have to pay. I did pay the older one.
Oh, the older one you paid.
The older one from the original
jeez.
catastrophe at Doyle. I'll tell you what, they're there heavy after school now.
Oh no, they are.
Like
they are there. No, they are. I actually got a great spot the other day. Remember the picture I sent you? I was like, ooh, someone. I went right in there.
Yeah, I did my
great.
circle the block thing on Friday, I suppose.
I circled it one time. That was it.
I circled like 4 times. I never
really?
actually got a spot.
Oh, okay.
So like they just came out and I just,
That's what.
Let's go.
That's why I saw you kind of like going. I'm like, where's he going?
Well, you know, I get enough exercise. I don't need to walk up the hill like that.
No, I understand. I get it.
But it has been nice out lately, so I'll just walk from home.
Okay,
if I get
yeah.
home on time, but a lot of times I don't. I'm like kind of just getting there.
No, I know. Yeah.
So, but that's also like if I pull up and I'm like, toot toot, let's go, kid.
Does Miss Shorts go? Okay.
No, I mean I still got out, ran up. Daniel, let's go. Rip. But some people like the other day, a cop gave someone a ticket and they were blatantly like they were in front of a driveway and they were just there for like a while.
I saw that. I saw a couple of people doing that too. I was like, oh, come on.
That's a little rough.
Yeah.
Although, shout out to the Caputos, Melissa Caputo's parents, because they live right there. So sometimes I'm a little into their driveway, but it's okay. But for everyone else, it's not okay.
Oh, no, it's okay. Oh,
no.
Oh, but they say it's okay for you?
Well, I mean, she was in my class and we used to go to church together.
Oh, okay.
So from here, we could transition from Woodridge Police Department Safety 6 to another public department in town, of which I believe everyone hates and does a terrible job,
Okay.
which is the Woodridge Post Office.
Mm.
Really, really don't love the Woodridge Post Office. Now, disclaimer, our mail person is very nice.
I was going to say, like, our mail guys.
Shout out to Ken, our old mail person who was here when I was growing up for decades.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what Ken's doing right now, but obviously retired at this point. But Ken was great. But the people inside the post office, atrocious.
So give me some examples. Like, what's going on there?
Well, I'm teetering back and forth from whether I want to name people. I mean, they are public servants, so they should be named. But the one lady, Lulu, is there all the time. Now, maybe they're not staffed enough. It's a government, thing, so they don't really do things well at all. But maybe they're not staffed enough. But there is always a line. Okay. And myself working in like guest services and hospitality for a long time, which it basically still, you're the front desk of the post office, still is guest services.
Yes.
She cares almost zero about the people in line doing things at some sort of decent pace. Okay. Not having an attitude at all times. She cares nothing about any of that. Okay. I've had discussions for other issues. I have a forwarding for my mail set up from Jam Promotions. We've had it for 6 months. I've gotten mail 3 times, none of which was actually forwarded. Apparently, it all keeps backing back to the post office, and if she sees it, the manager, she puts it in an envelope and sends it like herself. Oh. And I've complained 3 times about it so far. The manager, unfortunately for Lulu, I don't know her name, Caribbean lady. She's sort of nice, but also sort of says, I don't really know. You got to call Rutherford. You got to call Carney. Our system's not great and it bounces things back if it's not directly. And it's all this like passing the buck onto someone else, which, she's probably in the union and probably doesn't have any sort of, repercussions to her if the customers are mad. I don't know. Now, shout out to my UPS store box in Rutherford. They're amazing. Oh yeah, they have what a surprise! Everything. Yeah, the private company is so much significantly better than the public version. And I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get it. Even I had a client drop off a check for my post office box in the post office. They don't even look at the mail that gets dropped off. They send it out. Just right away, right up. It's about 6 feet from the desk to my post office box. They could have just saw that and went, here you go.
Yeah.
But no.
That's just laziness.
It's government bureaucracy. It's just nonsense. I've almost never heard anyone say anything good about the people in the post office.
Yeah.
Again, mail handlers, they're fine.
Yeah.
But the people, and it's not just Lulu. Everyone there, just we're gonna take our time. We're gonna do this. Every little thing that could be done to be annoying, we're gonna just do that.
Yeah.
And it's just unbelievable, and you have basically no repercussion or no recourse. Although I did file a complaint on the website, and I did get called back yesterday on a Saturday, which was kind of weird.
Oh, on Saturday.
So I guess the postmaster in Rutherford or whatever is looking into it.
What did he say? He go, "Oh yeah, I'm looking into the situation."
No, I mean he was honestly trying to be helpful. He was trying to gain more information about it and looking into it. Because I think I had put it like backwards when I filled out the website, which the website's not very clear and concise either. And I'm pretty good at computers and pretty good at navigating the internet and websites, and it was still confusing. So at first, I guess it looked like I was forwarding from my UPS box to this, which is not what I'm doing. So he said he's going to look into it and kind of see what they can do. But it's just, the service there is just atrocious. It's just atrocious.
Yeah.
And people want like the government to run more things. That's crazy. The DMV,
I was actually going to
post office,
compare it to
atrocious.
that. Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, I do understand. You know, the unions are kind of a bit of a problem. But, you know, if people can't be held accountable, then they don't care. There's a lack of care. Yeah. There's no service whatsoever. Like, again, I've worked in hotels and restaurants my whole life, front desk manager, like, that's the only thing you got.
Yeah.
Because guess what? AI is coming to take all this. Everything. The post office jobs, front desk jobs. A lot of hotels now, you check it on the mobile app.
Yeah.
And then I haven't been in the hotel for over a decade. So now I'm pretty sure you can just check in, get a key on your phone, and just boop.
Yeah.
You don't even got to see the front desk person. It's unbelievable. Every single time I go in there, there's a huge line. I don't know. How's the post office in Lyndhurst?
My dad hasn't really complained that often, but again, like they're
Dad's
really
not very much of a complainer.
But like they're really not going there too often to like having to like do things either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I know like there's people who want like the post office to provide like basic banking service for people who can't really like afford to have like money in a bank. I don't want them to perform any services.
I know. Yeah. I also think it like for a banking, for a post office to run smoothly, it has to start from the top down too, where they're not the managers or whoever they're not being held accountable. We're not going to be holding their employees held accountable. But
and even speaking of the unions for the post office, I had heard a story of someone who works currently at one of the regional centers, and they were moved to another center. But then that center closed, so they went back to the original center, but there's no work for them, so they just go in and sit in the hangout room all day.
Yeah. Must be nice.
Yeah. But I don't really understand.
Yeah.
Like, how are you able to function?
I don't know.
Like, that can't be, like, I don't think people should be taken advantage of by big companies or workers or owners, stuff like that. But you're not getting paid to work for free, pal.
Yeah.
Like, that's just ridiculous. Anywho, let's close up what I entitled Atrocious Post Office to go into a nice and happy topic, which is Woodridge second grader serves as principal for a day.
Oh, yeah.
Principal Carbone made morning announcements, gave out awards, and read to kindergartners. So shout out to the Carbones who live right around the block from us. Lovely, lovely people. This year, second grader Robert Carbone stepped into the shoes of Catherine E. Doyle Principal Laura Schmidt's shoes for the day. that sentence is, would you call it a run-on sentence?
Mm-hmm.
Because stepped into the shoes of the principal, you wouldn't say stepped into the shoes of the principal's shoes.
No.
Anywho, Robert, or as the students and staff warmly called him, Principal Carbone, had an absolute blast running the show, explained Schmidt. From the moment he began, he was fully engaged, handling everything from announcements over the PA system and using the walkie-talkie to delivering birthday certificates, calling students down for positive office referrals. Could you imagine if they let him do like negative office referrals?
I was going to say.
Like, the kid gets sent to the principal and Robert's like, what are you doing? You can't do that. That would have been great.
I know.
Robert probably would have loved it.
I know.
And awarding Students of the Month and the Blue Devil of the Month staff honoree. He served as a mystery reader in his brother's kindergarten class.
That was really
Adorable.
nice.
Keeping the students captivated by reading with expression, using different voices, and asking thoughtful questions because he said little kids like that. Oh, Robert. Schmidt observed, although he might have been a little biased when calling on his brother William to read a page, but it was too cute, Schmidt observed. He even visited the police car with the school law enforcement officer, the SLEO, Onembo, an experience he was very excited about. To top it off, he awarded the whole school with a surprise pajama day on Friday.
Dan, you really enjoyed
Is that
that
where
one.
that came out from?
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yes.
It was a wonderful reminder on why these opportunities matter. Schmitz continued. They give the students the chance to create lasting memories and develop leadership skills. Robert definitely has what it takes to be a principal one day, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him in charge of a school someday. All right. I like it. Principal for a Day is a fundraiser to coincide with Principal Appreciation Day on May 1st. A fundraiser, huh? How much did Robert have to pay to be the principal for a day? Jeez. The Carbones are just racking in the dough of paying for Robert to be a principal. No, I'm just joking. We love the Carbones and we love Robert. And it's honestly adorable.
Yes, it is.
He looks, oh my gosh. They got him in the car behind the bars. But that's adorable. He's got some great pictures with Laura Schmidt. Robert was on our T-ball team one year.
He was, yes.
They are now on an opposing coach pitch team. But I'm very happy for them. Robert's a sweet kid.
That was a fun game we had with them.
Yes, it was. They also have the Board of Ed honors for March Students of the Month. So we will kind of blow through these really quick. So shout out to the Catherine E. Doyle students for Student of the Month of March. Kindergarten Axel Walters, Grade 1 Gosirim Inagwu.
Oh, she was in my CCD class last year.
Shout out Grade 2 Dylan Maralda. Shout out Little D Nice. Grade 3 Nagawang Jigme. Sorry. This year, the Doyle staff broadened the category of student nominations, creating a more inclusive recognition program. Let's see here. Intermediate students, Principal Rosemarie Giacomelli. I've never even heard of that lady before. No. I guess she's new at the intermediate school. Fourth grader Shrestha Dharmavaram. Sorry. Elisa Mangiano and Stephanie Allman. And then the Woodridge Junior Senior High School students were presented by Principal Sylvia Raguso Ruiz. 7th grade Chris Buonamo. 8th grade Malcolm Hatcher. 9th grade Graisley Ruiz. 10th grade Ella Benjamin. 11th grade Mardo Castillo. And 12th grade Aiden Kelly. Shout out to the Kellys. You remember Liam?
Yes,
my basketball
I do.
team. That's his brother, his little brother, who's now graduating and going to college and
Okay,
playing football together with his brother next year. Susquehanna, I believe. Sorry if that's a wrong school, but you know, it is what it is. So shout out to all of the students of the month for March. If Daniel doesn't get Student of the Month soon, he will be severely punished.
Oh, stop it.
And, we might have to take away the Xbox for the entire summer if he doesn't get Student of the Month. And he'll have to do extra calisthenics and extra judo.
He's joking.
Sort of.
Yeah, you are.
Sort of. All right, let's see what we got. Principal Robert, Student of the Month. Oh, and our dinner from yesterday?
Yes.
Saturday night. We did Johnny's belated birthday dinner at the Blarney Station.
Yes.
It was pretty fantastic.
It was very yummy.
Honestly.
And the boys enjoyed that.
Kelly made reservations all by herself.
Oh, gosh.
And thank God we did because it was pretty mobbed.
Yeah. A lot of kids I saw.
Yeah. I mean, it's a decent place for kids.
Yeah.
You know? They have the bar area, but then they have the seating area.
It's nice,
It doesn't get too wild.
No.
The food was really good.
Really yummy.
He ate so much.
The boys ate so much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Danny actually ate so much dessert, he had a little throw up in the parking lot, which is a nice tradition for people throwing up in the parking lot at a Blarney Station. Danny didn't have any alcohol, clearly, but he ate a ton and then tried to jam down the ice cream and lava cake. And you could tell when he didn't even finish the lava cake.
We're like, okay, he's done.
Like,
okay, we gotta go. We gotta go.
But, I carried him to the car, and thank God I put him down. And then he didn't puke on me.
Didn't puke in my car.
But it was one of those, pukes where you get it out and then you feel instantly better.
He's like, I feel so much better now.
So
I'm like,
great.
okay.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah, happens.
The food was really yummy. I had
was
a
really
nice
good.
cowboy steak. Kelly had our chicken franchise.
Very good.
Whenever we go out with Kelly's parents, we get literally like 6 appetizers because everybody loves appetizers.
But it's always eaten.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm always on the assumption when we order it that I'm like, this is crazy. We're going to waste so much food.
And we never do.
And then we pretty much eat all of it.
Yeah.
I ate the cowboy steak and then about half of your chicken franchise.
You had the whole other piece I had.
Yeah, I mean,
I was going to bring it home. Like, I guess not.
I've been counting macros and we've been eating really well lately.
Yeah.
I don't really drink alcohol anymore, so I didn't have any alcohol.
But oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got that drink.
Right.
It was called like a tequila something spritzer. It was super yummy. You only like it was kind of strong, but I mean, it was just nice to have. I hadn't had a drink in I don't know how long.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And I ate 2 of them, so it was really yummy.
I'm trying to steer clear of all things haram.
But it was really good.
Yeah, it was good. But
yeah,
actually not drinking made me eat a bunch.
Yeah.
And I counted my macros. I actually hit 250 grams of protein yesterday, which is wild.
That's awesome.
And I still kept under the 200 in carbs. So
that's
that was
great.
Good. The fat kind of went a little high, but
yeah. But you want to know what? Sometimes you can't. You have to have at least one day that you're having something.
I agree.
I mean,
I only put on a pound and then I worked it off at Jiu-Jitsu this morning, so that was good. But they had the white chocolate gelato.
Yeah, that was yummy. And
it was super yummy.
And my tiramisu was really good. I haven't had dessert. My God, dessert in
we
forever.
haven't had anything like that in a long time.
I was like, oh, this feels so good.
It was good. So shout out to the Blarney Station. Very, very yummy Irish pub.
Yes.
In East Rutherford, right next to Park Tavern. There had to be some sort of concert or something, either people going to the train, which is right next door, or possibly the Williams Center.
Maybe. I'm not really sure.
Because there was people I'm going to say grunge looking in a positive way. Not like these people are grungy looking, but it looked like Nirvana kind of type people. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Williams Center, Rutherford schedule. Events. Wow, they have an open mic? Might have to.
What, for comedy?
Yeah. Wait, what was. are they playing old movies? What?
What, in the actual theater?
Yeah.
In the one on top, right? Like the big theater?
Yes, the movie theater. So they played the Toxic Avengers yesterday. Ooh. Maybe that's what people were going for.
Maybe. Wow. I mean, it's a great spot. It's right there to Williams.
11:55 p.m.
Oh, no. Well, no. No.
11:55. My gosh. Oh, they're playing Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. Today, as we record on Sunday at 5 o'clock. Actually, it starts in 20 minutes. Crying Fist. Wow, they play old movies. Mulholland Drive.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool.
It is nice.
Save the Green Planet. That looks kind of creepy. That's crazy. They play Toxic Avenger. I keep hearing Peter Dinklage wants to redo Toxic Avenger.
Oh, really?
Have you ever seen Toxic Avenger?
No, I have
probably
not.
But you probably weren't allowed to watch that.
Probably not, no.
Which I'm pretty sure it's the Toxic Avenger where they film a scene in what is now the Popeyes in Rutherford that used to be a Mexican place before that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right next to the where the arcade used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Toxic Avenger it's a bad movie,
Oh, okay.
but it's kind of like a cult legend. Warning for mature audiences only. It was made in 1984.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me.
So like it's a bit rough, and it's like one of those 80s kind of over the top creepy kind of like,
Okay.
but like badly done movies.
So like a movie I would like really probably love and like laugh to, and like I would, it would be like awesome.
Yeah, actually probably maybe we'll watch Toxic Avenger tonight.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool though. I never really I didn't know that they were doing that. And they have comedy too, huh? Let me see this here. Williams Center Comedy. Colin Quinn, Jimmy Dorn, Dave Smith. Oh, these are people who all did things here. Oh, that's interesting. Do they have a schedule for that though?
I don't know.
That have graced. And then they said they have an open mic, so that's interesting. I would like to, maybe I'll get a couple jokes about my wife and go up on go up on stage.
Well, I mean, like in all honesty, I do give you a lot of material. So if you can't put a lot of this material together, I don't know.
I'm sure you would be great at it because you're great at everything. And
oh, stop.
even on the podcast, everyone loves you.
Oh, please. Going from movies, we still have not seen the Minecraft movie with the boys.
No, I know.
We definitely have to try to do that, like maybe next Sunday or something, if we're not like completely busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of kids in my class are like, Miss Daly, do you see the Minecraft movie yet? I was like, not yet, guys. They're like, Danny and Johnny would love it. I'm like, no, I know,
I'm sure they would.
But like, you know, it's
sure
kind of hard to
would.
find the time. But yeah, I mean, we definitely have to do either maybe like next Saturday after the games, or at some point we have to go. And we actually promised the boys too. You know?
Yeah. And now if they came out with a Roblox movie, like
no, I know,
we would
yeah,
have to be there opening night.
No, I know, but we have to plan on that. We really do.
Yeah, I know. It would be best to go during the week, but
well, the matinees are cheaper too.
Like a Sunday matinee?
Yeah, Christine told me that. She's got a whole clan, so she knows when the cheap movies are.
We a lot of kids went to the
Monster Jam.
Monster Jam. And a lot of the pictures I saw looked like the kids were on fire. It was really hot that day. We had a baseball game that morning.
I was dying that day.
And then the kids,
it was yesterday.
I guess if we were like under the thing, it would have been okay. But
how do you like?
We saw there's
and you can like plan that. I mean, obviously, right? I mean,
you pick your tickets.
Yeah,
there's seats that are under the awnings, like under the upper levels, but it was really hot.
I can imagine.
I do want to go see Monster Jam eventually.
No, me too.
But it seems like it's like crazy. It's hard to get in and out, and a lot of people, and I don't know.
Like we literally live like 5 minutes away, right? Yeah. I know that my cousin Tara went there a couple. You know, her kids are older now, but like a couple years ago, and she said it took her 2 hours to get home. And they don't live that. They live what 10 minutes? Not even.
Yeah.
And I would just be, oh God, don't even ask me to drive because I'll be cursing and yelling and getting all freaking nervous.
I would drive.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like,
2 hours seems a bit much. You have to park far away and walk.
Probably people don't do that. You know,
you can't you're not tailgating.
I was
probably did tailgate.
I was just going to ask you that. Is that kind of like a tailgating thing? Just with like juice packs and not beer? I mean,
I'm sure the parents were putting them down.
No, I know that. I mean, please, if I have to come with all my boys going to see monster trucks doing friggin' flips and turns, you better believe I'm gonna have a couple things to drink. Sorry.
Okay.
Boy, mom. Sorry.
Well, that's between you and Jesus.
Okay. Boy, mom. Yes, I think he'll understand.
Maybe. Probably. But so Johnny's Blarney birthday was fun.
Yeah, he had a good time.
Yeah,
he did.
None of them pooped their pants or puked in the car, so that was good.
Came close.
Yeah, it was
but yeah, we were good.
That was good. All right, Kelly, what do you got?
Okay, hold on 1 second. I move my mic a little bit over here. Okay. So at Doyle, this is actually just kind of like over up until June 9th, but it has been put out. Field day is on June 9th, and they're asking for volunteers. Usually, I mean, like in my school, it's usually like water, like giving out snacks, stuff like that. More chaperones the better. This week is Teacher Appreciation Week at Doyle and I think everywhere else. I know no one's going to see this tomorrow, but on Monday, it is to send in a handwritten note or card to your teacher. And again, that can be done all week. So that's why I'm actually really even saying this right now. On Tuesday, they said a small gift or school supply, which would be helping out their teachers for the remainder of this year and next year. And I can definitely attest, supplies are running low now. I mean, if you give, which I'm probably going to be giving into the teacher, a box of pencils, box of erasers, box of glue sticks, and glue sticks are on it all are at low, very, very low right now in those schools. That would be very, very helpful to the teacher. On Wednesday, which you'll hardly be seeing this, is a note or drawing from the student is, if to give to your teacher. Thursday, send in a flower just to show real appreciation. And Friday, write a thank you note. Also, I know when I looked at the website today, it was like the theme for this week is inspired by Wicked. So every day the children are asked to wear like a different color. I know tomorrow is gold or green. It's either golden green or golden blue. So just look on the website to make sure. But then again, like
Sounds
every
like
single, that's why I was like, oh, I have a lot of that stuff for tomorrow. But and then every other day, it's like a themed day, just to show appreciation. Just look on the website though, just to make sure exactly what it is. I didn't really have time to write all that down today. Let's see. The lights are in my eyes right now, but that's okay. May 12th is the last day to order your Doyle yearbook. And then Summer Rec is open until May 30th to register your child. $150 per kid. It begins June 30th until August 1st. Obviously, it's 4th of July. They are not going. Grades 1st and 2nd grade going into September. So if your child is in kindergarten right now and in 1st grade right now, going to September, they'll be in 1st and 2nd. They will be housed at the intermediate school, and then moving forward, grades 3 through 8. So that grade that they'll be in September is going to be housed at the high school. That's actually really it for today. There wasn't really that much, but
an exact date for Town Day.
I think it's June 8th.
That's what I thought as well.
Yes.
Nothing's listed on the site.
Yeah. I only remember that just because that's my competition day and I don't think we can go to it.
Correct.
So that's what I kind of remember. It like that day kind of like sticks out in my head, So
I was mulling the idea over of competing there myself, but
what, jiu-jitsu or
yeah. But I don't know. We should focus on you.
That's okay. It's okay if I share.
Your coaches and stuff are going to be there.
I have a lot of people are going. Like I think maybe like 10 of us are competing.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to be entering as a team, I think.
Well, I mean, you're entered already. There's no
I know
entering
that.
as a team.
Oh, there's no, but like for Danny's, I know like they had like the most like medals or whatever that people got.
Course, yeah.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
You're on the Subforce
good.
EJJ team.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I got to make sure that we even have like a jiu-jitsu team. I guess it's cruise control.
Oh, cruise control. That's so cute. I love it.
But yeah, we'll see if I've never actually really trained under Professor Jamie, so we'll see if Professor Ray will come coach me. Professor.
Yeah. Well, you always got Buddy there too.
Yeah, I know, but it's he doesn't really know.
I know
what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows everything, obviously, but I had actually talked to Buddy on DM about the idea of making like a club sport for BJJ at the high school
in Woodridge.
Yeah, really at all.
Okay.
Start getting it going at any of the schools, all the schools. We figured that the spring would probably be the best if it was like a 1-season thing for a club team.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the wrestlers are probably going to be interested, so you can't really do it in the winter.
Yeah.
A lot of the wrestlers and people who would be interested probably would also play football. Yeah.
That's pretty much the same type of kid, right?
You kind of just have the softy sports in the spring. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think
let's just say no contact sports. That's a little bit more, I
mean, baseball, you touch each other with the mitt. You go,
you know what I mean?
Got you. You're out.
Wow.
I know, I'm
okay. Excuse him.
But I think that would be cool. And I think it's a good idea to start getting that ball rolling.
Absolutely.
And I think once a couple schools picked it up, I think it might be a decent little thing. I think judo would be a little tough, just because of the high impact.
Yeah.
And you could use the wrestling mats for jiu-jitsu.
Yes, you can.
You can sort of use the wrestling mats for judo, but
not for all those high throws and everything.
Right. You can't practice really the throws without the crash mats. No, you can't. And those crash mats are super expensive. Yeah. They're like $600 each.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, and then hopefully soon we start clearing out the garage and recreating the dojo and the gym in the garage.
Yeah.
If not, I might just go back to Strong and Shapely soon. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Shout out Strong and Shapely, the best gym in the country in East Rutherford.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like in the morning when I go, like tomorrow morning when I'm driving to Sub Forest at like 4:30, that parking lot is packed. What time do they open at? Or are they 24 hours? Strong and Shapely.
Why would you go past Strong and Shapely?
I go down. Because I go
oh yeah.
I go under the trestle and stuff. It's just easier. It's just the way
you
I
don't
go.
Take River?
No, because then like when I go, I'm just on the opposite side of Ridge Road. But what time are they open at? Because people
I think it's 24 hours.
Is it 24 hours? Yeah. Because people, I mean that like
the parking lot is a lot smaller than it used to be though. So
there's still people just going in all the time.
It could be people from the apartments. It could be and then that's where the Railroad Cafe or whatever.
Well, now there's a new the Union. It's called. They actually rebuilt it.
Open?
Not yet. It's like almost. I mean, like you could see it like starting.
They took up like during the construction. They took up a lot of the parking.
Yeah.
So
there's still
less
people. Yeah, but there's. I mean, I still see a ton of people going in and out.
It's the best. I mean, Signature in Belleville's pretty good. There's a couple other places, but especially shout out to Paulie DeRobertis. He's the new owner. I forget the whole. I don't know the whole background, but like he's definitely friends and LinkedIn with like a lot of the guys from around here. They've very much increased their social media. They really make a lot of great videos.
Yeah.
Some of the videos I've shared out on our thing. So when Vinny and Pete, my buddies from judo, are on there. But I'm pretty sure Buddy goes there before 5 a.m. jiu-jitsu.
No, he does. Like he goes there before, and then he's at Sub Forest by like 4:45. So I don't know what time he goes there.
Yeah. Shout out to Sheriff Lopera up the block. He's also part of the AM crew at Strong and Shapely.
Okay.
But yeah, it's great there. So shout out everyone at Strong and Shapely. And honestly, I'm getting to kind of the max of the weights we have here.
Yeah,
so
I mean, I'm still good for them.
And get more weights or just go back to the gym.
I mean, I really feel like just like going to the gym too is just like a whole, it pushes you more.
I agree. I do agree. The only thing is like with my schedule, especially on my electrical days, like I'm up at 4.
I know.
I got to be out of the house by 5:45.
Yeah.
So, that extra 15 to 20 minutes just driving.
I know. No, I get you. I understand.
Makes a big difference. I'm not getting up at 3:45.
I mean, you have to kind of like put like a limit on it. Yeah, I know.
I get up at 4 and I pretty much just go right down and start lifting immediately. Yeah. And I have a cup of coffee, I have my shake and everything, everything's done. But, getting up and just even having to get in the car, it's only a 5-minute drive over
it's super close. Yeah. But still.
Just that extra kind of time, it makes it tight. Trust me, I guess my boss, I'm sorry, Sensei George, but, even sometimes when I'm just here working out, I get, if you get caught up on things.
Of course,
I get there too early, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But otherwise, do you have anything else, Cal?
Not really. No, I'm good.
Anything else for this week that's going on? Or?
I'm just trying to think real fast. Yeah. We got T-Ball. No.
Yeah, there is a rumor of Gus's
I want to say that.
No longer. I have not heard anything else other than secondhand knowledge. I
found out. Tara found out from her cousin Kaylin, who actually lives in Hasbrook Heights, and she was saying how the Hasbrook Heights moms were all talking about it, about Gus's possibly closing and turning into a Rumba Cubano.
Rumba Cubano is supposedly...
And that's a chain, correct? Or no?
I mean, sort of.
Okay.
It's, they have multiple locations.
Yes.
But kind of like Fortaleza has multiple locations.
All right.
The one that is on Route 17...
Yes.
What was it when we went there the one time for Lisa's birthday? And then I got the flu after that.
I remember that.
I forget.
I forget the name.
It was nice. It was pretty good.
It was okay. Yeah, I mean,
but right. Yeah, so supposedly, rumor has it that Gus's is no longer going to be in town, and it's going to be taken by Rumba Cubana.
What do you think? How do you think that will do in this town?
Probably good. They do good everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you're going for like the margaritas, you're going for the other type of food. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It'll be a little bit of like a I don't want to say the word spark, but like it'll be a little bit of like a different type of environment that maybe people kind of need right now. You know,
I mean, it's going to be Latin food, obviously,
and
but
like fun.
Which is the popular, the most popular restaurants right now. The restaurants doing well are all Latin food.
Yeah,
Noches, Fortaleza, Roma Cubana. There's another one. Oh, Viva Margarita.
Oh,
They all have multiple locations.
Yeah.
So they got to be doing good.
No, yeah.
So
I think it would give a little, you know, I mean, like I know the kid, like, you know, like bringing our kids there, like they would love it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's kind of like the old school people who are like, we just need a place with cheap beer and cheap burgers and so. And
nothing's cheap anymore. That's the thing.
I don't think people don't want that anymore, dude. It's not like.
I mean, I personally like if you and me are going out, just like I've had like a date night. I personally like the bar food, the bar appetizer. We can split, have a couple drinks. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I want that.
That's not a night. That's not like if we're going out for a nice time. I'm sure it's fun, but like. If we're going out, which we don't go out almost ever, we cook at home and we go out almost. If we're going to go out, I want it to be nice.
No,
I can make burgers and a bar pie at the house.
You're right with that. Yeah,
you know, there's a lot of people who go out every night.
Yeah, and that's
if you go out to eat every night, you don't really get an opinion.
No,
I know that sounds counterintuitive, but like going out to eat should be a nice experience and an event.
Yes.
You know, listen, if you're rich and you want to go out every single night, fine.
Yeah.
But most people probably shouldn't be doing that.
No, especially nowadays.
Just financially, just health-wise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know. All right. So I think that is about it for today.
Yes, it is.
All right, Kelly. Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And we love you too.
Have a great week.
Peace.